and you can quote this on me. There is no way the Orioles or Red Sox make the playoffs this season. Yeah, yeah. There's no way. There's no way.
I set the bar really low at the NBA predictions.
I don't think all Mavs fans look into the stats like I do.
It's not the great value Target brand toilet paper or whatever. It's the Charmin Ultra Strong.
I don't know if Nick Nurse is the coach for the Raptors. I don't know if he's the reason why they won the 2019 championship. I feel like that was more of a team effort.
The Mavs cannot say we do not miss Seth Curry shooting threes.
This questions the firing of Dwayne Casey, who I think is a very underrated coach.
To me, the Capitals really pushed all their chips for this season.
Hello, I'm Mike Grimes, and you've been listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. Today, we're going to be talking about MLB The Show. We did one earlier before it came out. I'm Kevin, and I am joined by the man that loves his Giancarlo, Austin.
If we're talking about the show, Kevin, which we obviously are, there's no doubt. Giancarlo Stanton really is that dude when it comes to that. I hate that in the show you can quit before your guy hits a homer. So I was playing this game yesterday, and I hit a homer with Giancarlo, and the game goes on. I hit a homer with Lindor, and then I hit a homer again with Giancarlo, but he quit before Giancarlo came around and touched home plate, so it doesn't count in his stats. And you know me, I'm a stats guy. So his batting average right now is 296 with 10 homers, but it really should be 11 homers and like a 302 batting average. So it is what it is. I understand why it doesn't happen. I'm just mad that people quit before the guy touches home plate.
Okay, I did not know that. I'm also interested because I want to hear your thoughts on the set. The sets where it's season 2 for the people that concern me. And to me, this is a big deal when we did the previous one is how are we going to think about set 1 and set 2 and core? Because currently in set 2, I think season 2 is the biggest. You have the best players available because you have set 1s, 99s, and then set 2, there are still some pretty good cards. But you already have that set 1 built. I'm very intrigued on how season 3 happens when set 1 is no longer allowed to be used, except you can use 1. That's a wild card. So I'm curious on what are you doing in season 2? Are you mixing in set 2 cards to be prepared for when you can't use all your set 1 cards?
I sort of kind of am. Do you want, while I talk about this, do you want to look up the date for when set 3 starts?
Yes, I can look that up.
Okay, so I've started, but I'm playing so well with the majority of the cards that I have. It's making it difficult for me to want to change because I know that I will have to go to lesser players or players I'm not accustomed to, and it definitely is going to be a big change considering that I'm used to sticking with a team forever and with guys for a very long time, but I'm hitting so well with my Trey Turner, with my Giancarlo Stanton, with my Jazz, with my Lindor, that I don't know what I'm going to do moving forward.
Okay, it looks like season 2 will end July-ish. So season 1 lasted about 46 days. Oh, it's 10 days longer, so it's 56 days. It will run for 56 days, which would conclude on July 7th. So there's still plenty of time, but I'm kind of looking forward to set 3 because I think there's gonna be a dramatic level in just the number of cards and just number of good cards left.
What are you looking for your keeper? I'll call it.
Ooh, that one's tough. I think it's a guy I'm hitting well with right now. I'm thinking it's gonna be Arenado, but that could change because I love him at third base.
Is that because of defense?
Yeah, defense, and I hit pretty well with him too. But it is I am enjoying hitting with Lindor. So
Is there a certain pitcher, or would you never go with a pitcher?
I've been struggling with pitchers, but like I might keep Bob Gibson. Pitchers are very finicky with me, or in my reliever, um, I might stay with uh, Devin Williams. The Ryan Presley card hasn't been doing well for me as much, so I've been using the Devin Williams more, and it's good.
Yeah, I really do like that Devin Williams card as well. Is there but you never consider keeping a pitcher, you think? Because
I've considered keeping a pitcher because to me it's tough to find the pitchers I really like and I'm good with.
yeah, I don't think I'd ever keep a starter. I may keep Eric Gagne. Maybe.
Okay.
But the problem with the starter is that you can only really pitch him 1 out of every 4 games. It's technically 1 out of every 5, but if they're like 90% energy, I'll pitch them again. But that's still 1 out of every 4 games. But if, for example, I keep Lindor or Trey or Jazz, those guys play every game. Now with the reliever, that's different because I really could pitch whenever I need him. So I may keep Gagne because I could use him anytime I need help, anytime. So I would consider it there. But when we're talking about starters, I never really would consider it because there's no way that I'm going to know that I'm going to get enough out of them because I only use them every 4 games at most.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit more online because I like the rewards, especially for this season or this part, which ends in 7 days. June 9th. I want that Ian Kinsler.
You said it ends June 9th? I thought it was June 7th.
I thought it was maybe it's June. I thought it was June 9th or something says June 9th and ends on June 9th.
I think the Kinsler. Are you talking about the ranked?
Yeah, I want the ranked.
I'm pretty sure that's June 7th.
Oh dang. Okay, well I gotta grind some more.
I'm pretty sure.
Because that would solve a need for me because it would give me a good set 2 card that I could start with. And that I can kind of integrate into my lineup now and at second base.
Who's your current second baseman?
I think I'm trying out the Matt Chapman at short. I stole that idea from you, and I have Lindor there, and then I have McNeil at first.
McNeil can play first?
Yeah, and he's still got diamond defense.
Okay. I see where you headed with this. Does him being a Rangers player definitely affect that?
Ian Kinsler, yes. So I would probably put Lindor back at short, which I like, because he's just so great defensively.
How much do you feel like it's going to be different going? Do you think by set 4, when set 2 goes away, we'll be a lot more accustomed to the change, or do you think it's still going to be tough right before the season switches?
I think it will be used to it because it will be like season 2. Or no, it's actually season 3 is the biggest one.
Set 2 goes away.
Yeah. So yeah, then I think we'll be accustomed to it because we'll be like, okay, I've set 3 cards, I'll get set 4 cards, and then the set 2 cards go away, which will stink. But I like it because I'm seeing the Bob Gibson a ton, and it's just annoying. I'm glad he'll be gone in a few. Well,
unless
I guess
he's
it's
the
like
keeper.
Unless he's the keeper, but then
I do like that you can't choose one of each. I like that it has to be one player, not one position player, one pitcher, because then it would be very, very tough, and it wouldn't be as hurtful in the sense, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, and I feel it bothers you more the switching than it bothers me because I was always just using the new cards.
Oh no, I mean, you remember me using a 94 Jorge Posada at the very end, even though I got him at the very beginning. I'm a consistency built person, and with me hitting over 300 without Jorge card, there's no way I was switching. and that's me almost getting up basically a World Series in ranked. I'm not switching. There's no way I'm switching.
Yeah.
If I'm hitting well with the card, I don't care if it's a 40 overall. If I am hitting extremely well, I'm not. There's no moving off. I'm stuck. But now I'm gonna have to decide. Right now, if I had to choose this second, it would be Jazz, and it would be Jazz because I'm hitting over 400 with him.
Dang.
And he can play left, right, center, second, and short. And that versatility means that when set 2 or 3 comes around, if I want more outfielders, I can fill up the outfield and put him at second base or shortstop. If I already have the infielders, I can play him in center field because of his speed, or left field because of his speed, or right field because of his speed. His versatility is what would make the difference. Right there at the edge is Trey, for the basically the same reason I could put him in center, so he doesn't have to play in the infield. And then lastly would be Stanton, because he'd be my DH anyway. Like I don't have to worry about filling a spot because anyone can play DH, so I can always just put him at DH. But right now, I'd say the lead is Jazz, and you said the lead for you is no one?
Yeah, Arenado or Lindor. Jazz, I haven't been hitting well lately, but I'm starting to hit better with the Jazz. But Lindor, I'm still hitting well. It's just me getting used to the timing of the fastball. Because when I play online, I don't play the guys that throw like 100. I play the guys that throw like 90, so I'm used to that.
Who do you be facing the most?
Who have I been facing? On offline or online?
Offline. You be
offline
going against a certain team, or are you just doing like?
I'm doing Conquest, the AL West Conquest, and I choose like their worst ones because I time it to where I'm working on like the Jack Leiter, and he's like my 5th ranked pitcher. So then I'll play him multiple times to get the points.
Got it. Yeah, I have a lot of matchups against the Athletics. I may be 150-0, but to get the XP needed for like Player of the Month or for Team Affinity, I do roll out CPU games against the Athletics. We're pretty familiar. Me and Yankee Stadium, and just packing my team with lefties against the Athletics is a pretty usual occurrence.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's just easier that way. And then I go play online, and then I have to get Bob Gibson throwing 100.
So. Yeah, it's not a good preparation.
Okay, but so what are your thoughts on set 1 and set 2 in this season?
Set 1 was much better than set 2. If we're talking about cards, in my opinion. Set 2 has cards that should be good that just aren't. And the pitchers are just not that great. Like, most of my pitchers are all set 1 still.
Yeah, I think that's on purpose. I feel like they're still I feel like they're lowering them down, lowering the overalls in set 2 because there are high overalls in set 1. And then when set 3 comes around, there's going to be higher overalls. Then set 4 is going to be a little bit lower. But they're still I like the more. Have you had the relievers? Or gotten any of the relievers from set 2?
No. I'm about to get the Kinley, and then I'm going to get the Craig after Craig Kimbrell.
Okay. So, well, you're going to get the Ryan Helsley? Or...
I never liked Helsley because he doesn't have... It's fastball, changeup, and not even a circle change. Or maybe it's a circle change now. But then if you don't have a sinker or a cutter or a slurve, one of those 3 pitches, I really don't like using them. Now, you only have to have one. They don't have... Many people are like, they have to have a sinker. They don't have to have a sinker in my mind. But if you don't have a sinker, cutter, or slurve, I really don't like using. But I want the Craig because he's a sinker. I want the Kinley because he's a cutter and a sinker. So it really just depends on what their pitch arsenal is for me to use them.
Okay. I really want to try that Aaron Luke because I feel lefty. I don't have a lefty I trust.
You don't have any lefties you trust? You don't.
I have Alvarado. I don't trust Alvarado.
What?
I don't trust it.
He was my setup guy as his 85 card last year. My setup guy.
Yeah, I know you love Alvarado. I don't really pitch well with that card, so I just can't have it consistent.
Is that because of pitch arsenal or release or timing or what?
I don't know. It just seems like guys seem to hit well off him if I leave him in long. If I give it, I bring him in now for like 1 out if I am facing one lefty. I'll bring him in at the top. I've been playing matchups, which has hurt me a little bit, but I'll do lefties. If there's a lefty I see and my pitcher's getting low, I'll bring him in and I'll pitch him at the end and get the out. And then the next inning, I'll have someone else. Because I really don't trust him.
Okay. I trust Alvarado. I think you already know that. I used him against
Yeah, I know,
you,
yeah.
and it worked fine.
I knew he was coming.
Almost 2 full innings against you.
Yeah, I don't have time. And I like the Edwin Diaz card, but he's a short-term card, too.
The Edwin or the Alma?
Edwin
Okay.
Diaz. I have the
use
core Edwin Diaz.
The Alma Diaz, or however you say his last name?
Oh,
or
yeah.
First name?
The Cincinnati Reds one.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his first name, but I have the core Edwin Diaz, which I think is going to be a key thing for me because I'll have a reliever I'm used to all the time.
Okay. Oh, it was Alexis. Alma Diaz plays for the.
okay.
We were talking about the Athletics. Alma Diaz, or however you say it.
Oh,
on
okay,
the
okay.
Athletics, but Alexis Diaz is on the Reds. Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah. I'm interested. Have you seen there's a DeGrom, but he's on the Mets?
I've seen the card. I haven't used it or done anything with it.
Yeah, I want to use it, but I haven't gotten to it yet either. So, yeah. So, yeah, I mostly wanted to hear your thoughts on set 1, set 2. And just how you're feeling about it.
Well, yeah, we'll do a more invasive approach on the next one.
Yes. And, well, yeah, let us know if you think of these MLB The Shows. And maybe when Season 3 comes around, we'll talk about initial quick reactions to that. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.